Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be sharing a handful of products that I have been really enjoying. This is a favorites video. It's been a while since I've shared one, and there are a lot of newbies in this video that you haven't heard yet here on my channel. So I always love to provide fresh content, new things. I like to test new things, and some things I have been using a little bit longer than others, but sometimes I know I love a product when I first use it. So let's get right into today's video. Of course, everything that I'm sharing, including discount codes, will be linked below for you as always. Now, the first product that I'm going to be starting off with is by Drmtlgy. So they recently came out with this Gentle Acne Serum. Now, I haven't been using this for too long, okay? This literally just came out recently. I have used it a handful of times. I'm not going to say that this is a miracle worker because, again, I haven't been using it for too long, but I really love this product, the texture, how it layers with other skincare products, and not to mention, this has salicylic acid in it, but at a 0.5% strength. And that is a beautiful thing because salicylic acid at 2% in some formulations, in some products, my skin doesn't like it. I think that 2% is a little bit sensitizing on my skin. I don't know what it is, but I tend to break out even more, and I break out in places where I don't generally see breakouts. So that is telling me that my skin doesn't like 2% salicylic acid. So I try to stay away from 2% BHA, but sometimes there is a 2% in some formulations that I'm okay with. So it really just depends on other ingredients that are in the formula. But this one's at a 0.5%. So if you're like me and you can't use a 2% salicylic because maybe it's just too irritating on your skin, then you might really like this. So as you know, salicylic acid is a BHA, beta hydroxy acid, and this ingredient really helps to exfoliate and clean out the walls of the pores. So this goes deeper into the pore, it cleans it all out, it gets rid of all of that gunk, debris, sebum, oil, all of that garbage that sometimes we can't get rid of when we just cleanse our skin in general. So this ingredient really helps to clean out those pores. Sometimes you might see a little bit of purging along the way within a few weeks of starting a salicylic acid product. That is normal, quite common. I get the same thing. So all of those breakouts come to the surface, but then the more consistent you are, then that eventually will stop because your skin will be nice and clear of all of that debris that was clogging your pores beforehand. So this is a very gentle formulation that helps with blackheads, breakouts, if you have any type of roughness, texture, even dry skin. Salicylic acid is a nice ingredient to use to get rid of that roughness and to give more of that softer, smoother feel to your skin. Now, this is designed for those that have sensitive skin, especially sensitive acne prone skin. So if you don't really have acne and you don't really have texture, then you don't need this. But if you're someone that does experience breakouts, even on your chest, like you could totally use this on your chest as well. Sometimes I break out on my chest, sometimes my chest will develop texture. This would be a great product to use. And of course, it's an all over, but I was actually using this as a spot treatment because I really don't need to apply this all over my face. So for the short amount of time that I was using this, I was just using this a little bit on my chin because my chin can be a problem area for breakouts, but also texture. And my cheeks are one of those areas that I tend to break out as well. So I put a little bit on each cheek area, a little bit on my chin, and I have been putting it in between my brows as well because lately I've been breaking out there also. And it's been really nice. It's kept my skin nice and soft and smooth. I haven't experienced any additional breakouts while using this as a spot treatment. Now, this also has niacinamide at 3%, and there's also panthenol in here, and the list goes on. So let me show you what this looks like. There is a nice little pump here. It does have a milky texture that doesn't pill, that doesn't feel sticky or tacky on the skin. It dries down skin-like, and it's fragrance-free. So that is what it looks like there. You can see that it does have that thinner texture to it. A little bit goes a long way. Like that amount that you just saw there would be enough to cover your entire face. I actually apply less than this because I do spot treat. But if I happen to apply a little bit too much, then I will bring this product down to my chest area. Because again, great for the chest, great for your face. If you break out on your neck and you have texture on your neck, you could bring this down to your neck area as well. But it does dry down skin like. There is a little bit of a glow, but it doesn't look greasy. It's not heavy. It is literally the perfect texture and formulation. The next product that I've really been enjoying is by Maysama. This is their new LED silicone belt that launched a couple of months ago. And I did feature this on my YouTube community tab when this first launched, and I told you guys that I was gonna be putting this to the test. I will insert some photos here of me using this on my stomach as well as my lower back. Berkeley, do we have to go outside for pee-pees? He just burped. Okay, I will be right back. I will insert some photos here that I uploaded on my community tab a couple of months ago, showing you how it looks when you're wearing it on your lower back and your stomach. Now, you can use this on other areas as well, like your shoulder. You can just wrap this around your shoulder. You can use this on your thighs. Maybe it was leg day at the gym. Maybe you're a runner, and you know, when we get achy thighs, achy legs, this would be a great product to use. Honestly, you can use this anywhere. So really, therapy isn't just for the face and your neck for anti-aging purposes. This is also really beneficial for muscle soreness, any type of discomfort that you're in. Honestly, if you have stomach cramps, then this is a great product to use. Let's say you just went out for dinner, you ate too much, and you're bloated and you feel a little crappy, this would be a really nice product to use as well, even for that. So it really is a great product for pain, but for me personally, the main area that I use this is my lower back. I mentioned before, back several months ago, that I have bad posture. I've had bad posture my entire life. I did a lot of dance and gymnastics early on, pretty much half my life. And I do believe that a lot of the discomfort that I'm in today is because of that, and then just having bad posture. So it is something that I deal with on an everyday basis, but when I'm using this a couple of times a day, it really does help to relieve my lower back pain. And it's lovely because there are 366 bulbs. This has red and near infrared light. So there's the two wavelengths. Plus, there are 3 vibrational settings that are optional. So you don't have to have this on vibration if you don't want to. I like to have it on vibration, especially when I'm treating my lower back. But again, you don't have to. Also, you can use this with both the red and near infrared light, or you can just use this on the red light setting, or you can just use this on the near infrared light setting. So there's a lot of options here depending on what you want to do. So if you just hold down this button here at the very bottom, there's 2 buttons actually, but if you hold down the button that has an M, it's going to turn it on. And that's what it looks like there. So of course this just wraps around your waist or your leg, wherever you want. I have a big truck right in front of me. So if you hear anything, they're actually paving some areas outside. Anyways, that's what it looks like there. And then of course it's a 10-minute treatment. It will turn off automatically, or you can just hold this down to turn the product off. But I really like it. This is honestly one of the best things that I've ever used for muscle pain and discomfort. It really does work. So if you've been thinking about something like this, or you've been needing something that has this type of technology, then this is definitely worth looking into, in my opinion. I do have a discount code with Maysama. It's 10% off, so I will leave that discount code right here and below for you in my description box. But I really wanted to give you an update on this, and like I said, I am so impressed. I also want to mention as well, I almost forgot, this is actually a magnet that comes off. So this is the little device that will actually turn this on and off. So just thought I would mention that feature. And also when you purchase the belt, it comes with this bag that you can store it in. So every time I'm done using the belt, I will store it in the bag, I fold it in half, and then I keep it in my linen closet when I'm not using it. But this is also a great travel bag. So if you travel a lot and you're going away on vacation or a weekend getaway, you can easily just fold this up, put it in your luggage. Again, it is very mobile and it barely takes up any room. So these are from Josie Maran, the fragrance mist. These actually launched early summer, sometime in the spring months, and there are 4 scents in total. I have all 4, but these are my 2 favorites, and these are the 2 that I've been wearing all summer long. Now, besides these 2, there's also Vanilla Vibes as well as Bohemian Fig. Now, I don't mind those 2 scents. I actually much prefer Vanilla Vibes over Bohemian Fig, but Vanilla Vibes has a real smoky note to it, especially in the fragrance mist. And then of course you do smell a little bit of the vanilla. It's not my favorite scent for this time of year. Like for summer, that's not something that I would want to wear. I'd rather wear these 2. So come fall and winter, I will most likely grab for Vanilla Vibes more. But these 2 are hands down the best. Like I just absolutely love these 2 scents. I can't get enough. This is Golden Hour, which has like a musk to it. It's very warm and spicy, but fresh at the same time. It is absolutely lovely. I love this a lot. I also really like Topless Tangerine. This one, of course, is citrusy, fruity. There is a nice freshness to it. This is a true summer scent. So if you love that, you're going on vacation, you just want something super fresh and summery, Topless Tangerine is going to be your go-to. Golden Hour is a really nice scent for nighttime, for date night, for dinner, but also great for daytime as well. This could work for the fall winter months as well, but this is honestly great for summer also. And these 2 I've actually been pairing together. Sometimes I will just wear one or the other, but I actually like to layer these 2. And so I just spray it all over my skin. You can put this in your hair if you want to. There is argan oil in here, which the brand is known for. So when it's on your skin, it is very nourishing and moisturizing on the skin. It actually feels really nice. So if you have dry skin, this is a nice way to hydrate, but also have that nice scent at the same time. But for the hair, I can't report whether this is good on the hair or not. But for the body, it's great. It's pretty long wearing. If I use this in the morning and let's say I'm going out for date night, I would have to reapply. It doesn't last the entire day, but it does last pretty much like half the day, and it's not overpowering. It doesn't give me a headache. It is really nice. So if you love stuff like this, honestly, this is a must and I can't get enough. Now I've been putting this product to the test. This is the Allies of Skin Copper Tripeptide and Ectoin Advanced Repair Serum. You guys know that I love copper peptides. I love The Ordinary copper peptide as well as Niod. Those truly are my 2 go-to copper peptide serums, and I do like to alternate here and there. But I wanted to try something different. I'm always looking to try different skincare products, and because I love copper peptides so much, I really wanted to try this product from Allies of Skin. Since I have been talking about this brand a lot lately, and I have been really pleased with the products that I have tested so far, I wanted to expand on that and see what else they had to offer. And of course, this was an interest of mine because of that copper ingredient. Now, this is very similar to The Ordinary and Niod, of course. It's going to do very similar things. It's going to firm the skin, it's going to stimulate collagen, it's also going to help prevent and soften fine lines and wrinkles, and it helps to hydrate and repair the skin. But the ingredients here are a little different than what you would see with The Ordinary and Niod. It just depends on, what brand you'd prefer to stick with. But like I said, I wanted to try something different, and I do like the ingredients here. I like the performance. This is a very firming serum, and this is also very hydrating. It doesn't pill with skincare products. It layers up nicely with other peptide serums, other hydrating, repairing products. It is a friendly product that pairs up nicely with a lot of things, including sunscreen, including makeup, because it is a product that can be used used twice a day if you wish. Now this has 2% ectoin, so this is an ingredient that is a stress molecule. So this is going to protect your skin and repair it from pollution, let's say. It's going to help strengthen, keep that skin barrier nice and protected and strong. There's also a 2% acetylhexapeptide 8, which is a powerful peptide. There's also a 2% copper lysine complex, which is an amino acid complex that helps to firm and also help with skin density. There's also 1% copper tripeptide, so that's that lovely copper ingredient that helps to stimulate collagen as well. And of course, the list goes on. There's a lot of other great ingredients in here as well. Now this is blue in color, which is pretty much the same as the Ordinary and NIOD. The texture of this reminds me more of the Ordinary copper peptide. The NIOD copper peptide serum is very thin and watery, like pretty much like water. This one reminds me a lot of the Ordinary in terms of that thicker jelly consistency. So that's what it looks like there. 2 pumps is the amount that I do to cover my entire face and my neck. If you wanted to bring this down to your chest, of course you can, but I've just been keeping this for my face and my neck area. This is a serum that I have been using up and around the eyes. I haven't experienced any irritation by doing that, so I've just been continuing on with what has been working. I've also been pairing this up sometimes with the Allies of Skin growth factor serum that I have talked a lot about here on my channel. You don't have to use the two together, but there were times that I did and they paired up nicely with one another. But I have been using this a lot just on its own, paired up with other hydrating serums and essences. And this is a really nice formulation, super lightweight. It's not sticky, it's not tacky. It does dry down skin-like, but it will give a little bit of a glow to your skin. This next product is by OneSkin. I have been putting this to the test for a couple of months now, and I really love this. This is the topical supplement for the face. Now, this is very different, very unique, next level in skincare technology. Honestly, this is very advanced, and it's actually scientifically proven to get to the root cause of skin aging, where this is going to help give more of that youthful, healthy complexion. So this has a senescence blocking peptide technology that will help to get, like I said, to the root cause of skin aging. It's going to keep the skin nice and healthy and juicy and helping to prevent signs of aging. This is also going to help stimulate collagen, improving epidermal thickness. It's also going to be super hydrating on the skin, and it is. Like, this is really, really moisturizing on the skin. So if you have dry skin, sensitive skin, you're in for a treat. But this is honestly great for all skin types. It's also fragrance free. This also has hyaluronic acid, allantoin, there is niacinamide in here. This also has anti-inflammatory properties to it to help calm and soothe the skin, and it is truly next level. I've actually been using this 2 different ways. So when I first started testing this out, I cleansed my skin, I applied this, and then that was it. Like, that's all I did, because this was actually moisturizing enough, and I just wanted to see how this performed on its own with nothing else paired with it. And my skin felt incredible. Honestly, it really did. And then I started incorporating other products with it, like hydrating things, growth factors, copper peptides. If you want to pair this up with retinol, tretinoin, you can. If you want to use this with exfoliating products, you can as well. So I was actually using this in replacement of moisturizer. So I would cleanse my skin, I would use a facial mist of some kind, maybe an essence, and then I would go in with maybe my growth factor serum, maybe copper peptides, whatever I felt like using, and then I would use this as the last step in my morning and nighttime skincare routine, again, to replace my moisturizer. Yes, I do put sunscreen on top of this. Sunscreen sits great on top of this, so does makeup. I've never had an issue with pilling, no irritation, nothing. Great for all skin types, and I just really, really love the technology that this contains. And like I said, I've never used anything like it. This really does firm the skin, and it provides a lot of glow to the skin as well. Like, it does dry down skin, like it's not heavy, it's not sticky in the least, but it does give a little bit of a healthy glow to the skin. And again, this is going to help stimulate collagen and increase epidermal thickness with long-term use. So let me show you what this looks like on the back of my hand. It does have a nice pump style packaging. I usually apply 2 pumps to my face and my neck, but it does spread nice. It has a thin texture, and like I said, it's not heavy or sticky. It really does feel beautiful on the skin. If you have oily or combination acne prone skin, you're also going to love this because again, it's not heavy or greasy in the least. And even if you have dry, sensitive skin, you're also going to love this. I feel like this is going to be great for the fall, winter months. And the last product that I really love is by K18. This is their new Heat Bounce Conditioning Heat Protectant. I was really excited to see this. Anything that is new in the K18 brand, I want to try it because this brand has really improved my hair, especially the leave-in molecular hair mask. I have been really consistent with that hair mask, and I have seen a big difference with my hair. It's a lot healthier, it's a lot shinier, it's softer, and it looks so much better than what my hair looked like 6 years ago. It has really made a big difference with my hair. So of course I was really excited about this because this contains a patented technology with Silicone. So this is your leave-in conditioner, but this is also going to protect your hair up to 450 degrees in heat styling tools. So this is not only going to heat protect the cuticle of your hair, but it's also going to protect the cortex of the hair as well. So most heat protectants only protect the cuticle, but this is going to go deeper into the cortex, making it stronger, more intense in terms of protecting your hair from heat styling tools. Now, anytime I'm using a hair straightener or even my Dyson Airwrap, I never use these heat styling tools, or even my blow dryer, for example. I never use anything at the highest heat setting. I'm always dropping it down in half or more, sometimes around that 200 mark, sometimes even less, because I have quite fine hair and I've dealt with a lot of breakage in the past, especially from bleaching, but even from heat styling tools, because I never was super consistent with leave-in conditioners and heat protectants. Only recently have I been really careful with what I do with my hair, and I'm always trying to protect it as much as possible. So this is a great way to protect your hair even further with that Silicone technology. So again, it's going to protect the exterior cuticle, but also the cortex, and it really helps to detangle. It's that leave-in conditioner, so it makes your hair super soft and shiny, and your hair smells incredible as well. This smells really nice. And if you don't wash your hair every day, I find that the scent of this kind of lingers until the next day. So it really does have a nice scent. It is quite strong, I will say, but I like that in a hair product, and it just makes my hair look so healthy. So if you've been thinking about this, this is a really nice one to try. This is great for all hair types and textures, and it is very lightweight. This does not weigh down my hair at all. So those are all of the products that I'm currently loving. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Of course, I will have everything that I shared linked below for you, including discount codes, related videos, and even the makeup that I am wearing in today's video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.